Hey, y'all, listen, welcome in the building. Happy Tuesday. It's Trending Topics Tuesday. You know, I was busy last night. I had to go do something, see about something, but I'm here tonight, okay? So it's Trending Topics Tuesday, and we're going to have an express train, y'all, because it's late. It's late. And in Jersey, it's cold. Jack Frost is in the streets. Apparently, Jack Frost is angry because it's cold outside, trying to freeze us out. But listen, guys, we're here. We're in the building. Trending Topics, Express Train, 60 minutes flat, and we out. But tonight's title is called Right or Wrong. Right or Wrong. And we got Tasha K versus Cardi B on the docket. So Cardi B promised herself that she wasn't going to come up off of Tasha K's neck, and she meant it. I think Cardi B is willing to pay every dime she owns to make Tasha K make good on what she owes Cardi B. So Cardi B last year sometime, I say the end of last year, she went to the courts and told the courts, do not allow Tasha K to file this bankruptcy. She said she's hiding money offshore, here, there, everywhere. And she said in the meantime, while she's hiding money, she's living the life of luxury. She said she lives in a luxury apartment. She said it's $7K a month. She told Tasha K good business. Yes, she did. So now Tasha K is fighting back. She's saying that Cardi B is trying to ruin her career. That's ironic, right? But listen, we're going to talk about it because we got stuff to talk about. So that is on the docket. Who's right? Who's wrong? We got this Allison Holker. You remember tWitch from the Ellen DeGeneres show, the DJ? Remember, unfortunately, he unalived himself. Well, his wife is coming out now, saying the day of his funeral or before his funeral, when she was looking for clothes to put on him, she was digging up in the closet and she found a stash of substances. So she's saying he had an addiction problem. She said some of the stuff she found, she had to Google to figure out what it was. Then she said she went in his diary. And allegedly in his diary, older male figure touched him inappropriately. And she's writing a memoir and she's telling all this stuff. And I said, whoa, whoa, whoa. Now, there are some people that are applauding her for telling her truth. There are other people that are slamming her and saying, girl, why would you tell all of this on your dead husband's name? Where they do that at? Twitch cousins and family said this chick made us sign an NDA or we wasn't going to be able to go to the funeral. That's what the cousins, that's what his family's saying. So if you take the time to have people sign an NDA so they won't tell anything about this funeral, but then you come out and you telling everything you found in his diary and And I get it. She need money. But y'all know my motto over here. Don't nobody need no money that bad. I would have to downgrade my lifestyle before I add insult to injury, knowing that my husband was in pain. And I'm going to go lightly on this because I don't want to, we get all sensitive sometimes saying don't victim shame or whatever, anything like that. But my husband was in pain under my watch. Didn't notice it. I didn't see it because she said she didn't have no clue. Y'all know I go by the people words. She said she had no clue. There are friends that I am so connected to that without seeing their face, without being in their space, and I may not have seen them in years, and they call me on the phone, not a FaceTime. They call me on the phone. I'm like, you all right? Just from them saying hello. They be like, hello. I'm like, you okay? You can tell by the voice. So she wants to now tell us that she had no clue that her husband was on substances. Now, she did say that, he had his man cave or whatever, and sometimes he go down there, he smoked the Mary Jane, and he drank so he could woo-saw. But if you claim he had a box of all this other stuff, and he had addictions and all this pain, you didn't see it? This the man you was on Instagram and on the social media doing dance videos and dance routines with. You didn't see that? Nothing. But now you writing a memoir and you want to tell us all about all his addictions. I think she could have sold the memoir if she simply wrote what life is like after you lose a husband that took his own life without telling his secrets from his diary or what you found in the closet. I think that's what you should have did. But we're going to talk about it. Who's right, who's wrong. Then we're going to talk about Michael Jackson's only daughter. We're going to talk about Michael Jackson's only daughter, Paris Jackson. Paris Jackson came out and said she's 5 years sober. She said she had a problem with the alcohol. She said she had a problem with the substance that starts with the letter H. And she said she had it bad. And she said she thanked God that she's 5 years sober now and all the people that helped her. Now, I'm going to do this in the most sensitive way that I can. When these celebrities are on substances and they're raising kids and they think their kid doesn't know, doesn't see what they're doing, they're delusional. It's as easy as I can say this. Michael Jackson was, well, you know what? I can say it because they do it. I went to see the Michael Jackson play on Broadway. Michael Jackson was addicted to prescription meds. So, if I want to go back a little more, Whitney Houston had addiction issues, and so did Bobby Brown. And hence, what happened to Bobby Christina? But also, what happened to Bobby Jr.? It wasn't Whitney and Bobby's son, but it was Bobby's son. What, Bobby Jr.? And we don't know yet, but I'm praying for them. God only knows what Diddy kids are going through. If your daddy is highly addicted, there's no way on the face of this earth you never see him high, drunk, both, and all of the above. But let me go back to Paris Jackson. I think it was a nice thing when she came out and said she's sober. I'm rooting for her. Because anybody going through any type of addiction issues, it's not easy for them to recover. It is not. It's not easy. So God bless her. Shout out to her. 5 years sober. We're going to talk about it. Now, listen, I got to shut up because I said this is going to be an express train. So I need to get the people on in the building so we can get this conversation started. I appreciate you, Tay Tay, because I need a what, yo? I need a choo-choo. All aboard, everybody. It is Tuesday night trending topics. We're doing an express train. Hold me to it. And the title is called Wrong or Right. We got Tasha K versus Cardi B. Listen, you know what? Sometimes we cannot let our pride lead us down the wrong, wicked path. I do believe if Tasha K could go back in time when Cardi B just sent her the cease and desist and asked her to take the videos down, if she knew then what she knows now, I think she would have just took the videos down. She says she wiped her behind with a cease and desist, and now here we are how many years later, and you still dealing with your pride. That's why I'm easy with it. I love doing this blogging thing, but I don't need to do it to the point where I'm over exaggerating or I'm telling some story that I don't know, somebody slid to. No. Somebody tell me something, I'm like, well, where's the article? Did the Post say it? Did the New York Times, Rolling Stone magazine? Who wrote it? Because if it's not written, I ain't dealing with it. Because before you sue me, you better sue the Post or TMZ. But no, I'm not doing it. So we're going to bring the people on in the building. Okay. Did I get my choo-choo? Yes, I did. Thank you, Tay Tay. Hold on one second. Hey, Tay Tay.
Hello.
Hey, Savannah. Hey, in my opinion. Hey, Katrina.
Hey,
panel. Hey, chat. Choo, choo, choo.
Thank y'all for being here. Listen, we're doing an express train. Y'all keep me honest here. Let's keep this thing together. Now, I'm going to roll right into this first story. I think the first story I'm going to do Tasha K. Tasha K is trying to file for bankruptcy. And Cardi B won't let up off her neck, okay? Cardi B wants her money. And Cardi B, I think, will spend more than $3.4 million just to get her $3.4 million from from Tasha K. Increase matters. Oh my God. That OnlyFans, oh good gosh. That OnlyFans and increase matter. I did hear that, and I think it's sad. And I think it's sad because he was doing pretty well on YouTube. I mean, I don't know, but I'll move forward. Let me get into this Tasha K story. Hold on one second. Let me share a screen. So Tasha K, Cardi B's trying to ruin my career. Tasha K is fighting back at Cardi B claims she's hiding money in her bankruptcy case. She says the rapper is just trying to financially ruin her and sabotage her career. Well, I will say this. Cardi B did tell Tasha K, if you keep playing with me, I'm coming for your channel. She told Tasha this. And so Cardi B, and Cardi B, when she was on Love and Hip Hop, you know what she said? If I got a problem with you, somebody remind me. She said, then you got a problem with me, I got a problem with you. She said, we're going to have a problem forever.
She said, we're going to have a beef forever.
Oh, well, there you go. She said forever. And listen, she ain't never lied because this date is going on forever. Okay. So Tasha K is firing back at Cardi B claims she's hiding money in her bankruptcy case. She says the rapper is just trying to financially ruin her and sabotage her career. In new docs obtained by TMZ, the blogger alleges Cardi tried to bully her financially and interfere with her bankruptcy case she filed back in 2023 after Cardi B scored a huge judgment against her. She says she thinks it's pretty clear the rapper wants to sabotage her career by trying to condition any settlement of the debt with a broad restriction on her ability to talk freely on her blogs and other social media. Tasha says in the paperwork the case should not be thrown out, insisting she deserves a chance to present her own plan to the bankruptcy court to see if it can be confirmed. This comes in response to the paperwork Cardi filed last month asking a judge to toss Tasha K's bankruptcy case, where she questioned whether Tasha was really too broke to pay down the $3.4 million she owes Cardi after losing the defamation case in 2022. So imagine that case happened, it finalized in 2022. Here we are in 2025, and she's still dealing with this thorn in her side. Cardi also accused Tasha of living a life in luxury while allegedly hiding money from creditors, claiming she uncovered multiple offshore trust accounts Tasha holds. We reached out to Cardi B for a comment. So far, no word back. Is this right or is this wrong? What Cardi B is trying to do? Tay, your thoughts?
First of all, K. First, you say you didn't have no money. You lie in the court. You say you didn't have no money. And then you say you got money in your children their save account, and then you use your kids' save account. And so I'm thinking she is wrong for that, Diva. And you still make an even me with Cardi B yourself because you been yap. I told you, Diva. This is the last time we hear Tasha K. Like I said last time, Tasha, she know better. She should know better. All I said, Diva, she is wrong. That's all, Diva.
Thank you. Savannah, your thoughts?
This is the only thing that I agree completely with Cardi B. I believe that she should continue keeping her foot on Tasha's neck. And I struggle to understand how it's been, 2, 3 years, and she hasn't paid on this debt at all when she's doing a state a full, like, she's been all over the United States doing comedy shows because Tasha now thinks she's also a comedian. And so I know she's garnering revenue off of that. I'm struggling why this hasn't gone down at all. And I thought they had a payment plan put together
They
to
did.
get this debt down. So I believe Cardi is on point when she says that Tasha is hiding money in other countries that so that her lawyers won't get their hands on it. So I'm not a fan of either or, but I do believe that Cardi needs to continue um, putting her foot on Tasha's neck and getting her money, because this was a serious accusation that not only affected her, but affected her children, her reputation. I mean, it was just nastiness, and Tasha didn't let up. So I think it's time for this story to end and Cardi get her money.
Thank you, Savannah. Katrina, your thoughts?
Exactly. Cardi's doing what she got to do. She asked Tasha to take that thing down. She said, "You a mom. I don't want to sue you. You're a mom like I'm a mom. I don't want to take no money from your children." No, Tasha calling her the cold sore bee and saying that you got lawyers, I got lawyers too. Double down on it, trying to impress Nicki Minaj, but Nicki Minaj is not paying your court fees or your court settlement. Now you looking stupid. Yeah, you flying back and forth to Africa and putting it in them key studios or putting in your kid's name. She probably got, when she do these shows, she probably got the check going to her husband and not her. But I still don't understand why they can't get the money out of her. But I don't get it. But yes, Cardi need to sue her and Teddy, the little drunk bath she have on there with her. She need to get that money from all of them. And I don't blame Cardi, because what you said and what you did about this girl was totally horrendous. And this girl asked you nicely to take it down over and over again, and you wouldn't do it. So yes, yes, Cardi do need to get her money, and Tasha K need to play, because her and Teddy be too drunk on that thing anyway. So Cardi need to get Teddy and Tasha K and her wine. That's all I got to say.
Not the wine too. Thank you. Oh my God. Oh, in my opinion, your thoughts.
Well, listen, since she want to advertise to the winos, tell the winos to give her that 4 point. We was wiping booties with ceases and desist, and we gonna see in court and all this, and all we saw is that she lost. And then she came to us and told us all the info. So no, I don't think Cardi wrong. I think Cardi need her money.
All right, you see everybody saying Cardi B needs to get her funds. So Cardi B needs to get her funds. So she's going to continue on this fight. Listen, we're going to move along, guys, and I'm going to move along to this Paris Jackson story. She says she's been sober for 5 years. I'm praying for her. I'm rooting for her. First, let me show you her Instagram post. Let's get into that. But she announces it. Let me see. I better mute that. I don't know if I'm gonna get in trouble for that music. And I guess she's showing struggles when she was going through it. Think her addiction was pretty bad, but now she's sober for 5 years. I'm happy for her. She seems pretty tall, too. Guess she's an artist. Seems like she has a nice partner in her life.
They just got engaged, Diva.
Oh, did they? That's nice. I'm happy for her. She's a beautiful girl. And she does look much happier and healthier. Oh, that dog hair everywhere. This is beautiful. To those that helped me on this journey, if only for just the beginning, middle, or the whole time so far, you know who you are. And she's thanking God. I think it was a beautiful post that she did. Let me stop sharing that and let me share another screen. Hold on 1 second. And they sure did keep that out of the tabloids, which is good, right? Michael Jackson's daughter, Paris, 26, confesses to secret heroin addiction on sober anniversary. I get to smile today. God bless her. So Paris Jackson has revealed she battled with addiction she kept out of the limelight. The King of Pop's only daughter opened up on her various struggles in a personal post on Tuesday. RadioOnline.com can reveal. Paris took to Instagram to post a revealing video, which she used to admit her addiction to the drug as well as alcohol. She wrote, "Hi, I'm PK, and I'm an alcoholic and an H addict. Today marks 5 years clean and sober from all drugs and alcohol. To say that I'm thankful would be a poor euphemism. Gratitude hardly scratches the surface. It's because I'm sober that I get to smile today." The 26-year-old continued, "I get to make music. I get to experience the joy of loving my dogs and cats. I get to feel heartbreak in all its glory. I get to grieve. I get to laugh. I get to dance. I get to trust. I feel the sun on my skin and it's warm. I found that life keeps happening regardless of whether I'm sober or not. But today I get to show up for it." Here's a little snapshot of what, and we saw the video, has been possible because of my sobriety. And my God, I can't believe I almost missed it all, Paris concluded. Previously, Paris discussed how much she changed over the years, admitting to attempting to take her own life multiple times and then studying at a therapeutic school in Utah. She told Rolling Stone in 2017, "I'm a completely different person. I was crazy. I was actually crazy. I was going through a lot of like teen anguish. And I was also dealing with my depression and my anxiety without any help." The publication noted the star was sober and happier than she's ever been. It's only been good news lately for Paris as the singer reveals she is engaged to bandmate Justin Long. Paris revealed the news while wishing Long a happy birthday on Instagram. "Happy birthday, my sweet blue. Doing life with you these last years has been an indescribable whirlwind, and I couldn't dream of anyone more perfect for me to do it with. Thank you for letting me be yours. I love you." The couple are believed to have first started dating in 2022. Paris iconic founder Michael died of cardiac arrest at the age of 50 because of a combination of prescription drugs on June 25th, 2009. During an episode of Red Table Talk in 2021, Paris recalled how she dealt with her dad's passing. She explained, "I was so young that I wasn't conscious of I gotta keep going. I was just going through the motions and didn't really understand what was happening. And so I just went with what I was told to do. Okay, I'm living here now. Okay, I'm going to school now and I'm not homeschooled anymore. I just did what I'm told because I didn't really have much guidance." That's so sad. Listen, I think all celebrity kids have it rough, but I can see how Michael Jackson kids had it really rough. Tay, your thoughts?
It was hard for her that day when Michael passed away. I forgot how old she was, like what, 13, 12? I forgot how old she was when
I
Michael
feel like
passed
she
away.
was 9 or something like that. I feel like she was really young.
Yes. I
Yeah.
mean, it's real hard. You go through when your father passed away, and now that we're here, I didn't know she was doing that either, Diva.
Mm.
I thought she go to school, helping people. But she did the right thing, to get some help,
Yes.
because it's never too late to get help. If you don't get help, it's gonna be in disaster. Life is very so short. You got to get some help.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just, I'll say, Paris, just keep what you doing, Paris. You know, stay healthy, stay safe, and love and protecting and happiness. That's all we want for you, Paris.
Oh,
That's all, Diva.
that was beautiful, Tay Tay. Thank you, Savannah. Your thoughts?
I remember this young lady in the midst of all her struggles. She was having a conversation with Will and Jada's daughter. I want to say it was on the table talk thing that they used to do. I just recall them to because they are friends. Will, what's her name? Willow in Paris, and they shared the bond of hiding their multiple attempts to unalive themselves.
Mm.
And I recall how that unfortunate event connected them to these two individuals who people from the outside who don't know these two young people would think that they have it all, that they, there's an infinite supply of money and connections and famous parents. I mean, but yet these two young ladies struggled with their identification, their sexuality, because um, the Jackson family, especially Mama Jackson, Grandma, did not accept that she was also attracted to more than just boys. She just loved the same as Willow. So they both identified um, together. I'm so proud of her. I really am, because she's one that you don't hear being problematic out here in the streets, causing or on social media. Um, I just think this young lady has had a lot of demons from the time that she was a child,
Mm-hmm.
and she fights for even identification. Although she did love her father, we still don't know the real true story of how she came to be. Um, I
Fact.
really think that she could be a top supermodel. She could, I mean, this young lady is absolutely, she's intelligent, she's
Mm-hmm.
articulate, and I really am going to root for her to actually change the trajectory of her life, because I think she could have an amazing life and be a role model for others. And I hope that she does have a good support system around her to keep her on a path of recovery and of strength and love. So I'm gonna continue praying for her, because I've always liked this young lady, because she's never been out here um, just full of herself. So I'm gonna continue watching this story.
So am I, Savannah, and I'm liking her too. Katrina, your thoughts?
This is the case of when young kids get too much money before time. First of all, did her mom relinquish all parental rights from her? Because you don't hear anything from her mom. And I know Catherine was supposed to, raise them when once Michael passed away. But these kids really had no guidance after Michael left. I'm not saying Michael was the best father or anything like that, but he did keep it together with them. Um, because they are smart, Blanket and all of them. They're pretty smart kids. Um, and having that type of addiction, especially knowing this is some things that what your father passed away from, that would have been the last thing on my mind to touch. But everybody is not as strong as everybody else. I mean, because sometimes we like Savannah said, we don't know if that's how Michael Jackson became our father whatsoever, but addiction does run down in the family. It's mostly hereditary. Sometimes it's hereditary. Um, but I thought she was modeling. But either way, I just hope that, she finds her inner peace. I hope she's happy. I hope she keeps looking for her spirituality. I hope she end up being happy because everybody deserves to be happy. And I'm glad she got that monkey off her back. Just hope that monkey come back and just live her life. I mean, these Hollywood kids, like I said, they used to have uh, pea parties. All of them would bring peas and pour them in a bowl, and they would just take them. They don't even know what they're taking; they just take them. And because I think Drew Barrymore was addicted to that at the age of 12.
Mm.
Only thing I'm saying is these kids have a lot of, and then I know her father used to play on these Western on Gunsmoke, and I know he was heavily addicted to drugs. Drew Barrymore father, his name was I think his name was Drew Barrymore. But anyway, I just hope that this girl does what she needs to do for her life, what's gonna make her happy, and let all the other stuff just go away because it's still gonna be a stigma around by her father and all that type of stuff. You can't worry about that. You just gotta worry about yourself. And I hope she live a life that is fulfilled for her, that she's fulfilling. And I hope she's happy. That's all I got.
Thank you. I appreciate you. In my opinion, you're up.
Um, so I love Paris. I did see her, kind of deteriorate. I remember when two of the times she tried to, take herself out of here, and I'm glad that she didn't because now she's reaping her rewards for staying positive and following through. This is her third time trying to go clean, and this has been the longest journey.
Mm.
So I am giving her the credit for that. She started really young. I think they said she started at 15 taking the substance and stuff. And she did do modeling and she does sing as well. I think this new guy is good for her. He's been keeping on the straight and narrow. Even her social media has turned up better now since she's been in this relationship with him. And
Mm.
so I think this is a positive reinforcement in her life. And as long as she keep positive people around her that's gonna keep on pushing her, I think she's gonna make it this time. A lot of people feel like they can't do it because they don't have somebody there pushing them. And it's good when you got a support system that's gonna stay by you and gonna hold you accountable and gonna keep you pushing forward.
Yeah, she's gorgeous. Thank you. In my opinion, Wayne, you're up.
I'll catch me on the next one.
Okay, yeah, and she's tall too. Yeah, she's beautiful. I'm praying for her. I'm wishing her well. I hope she continues on this good path. So we're gonna go ahead and roll right into the last story. And the last story is this Alice Hookah, who is Twitch. He was the DJ on what do you call it? He was the DJ on the Ellen DeGeneres show. He was on So You Think You Can Dance. And, unfortunately, I think it's been 2 years now, he took his own life. Well, now his widow she wrote a memoir that will be out, I think, later this month. And people are dragging her for filth because she's telling all his good business. She told that, how she found substances, in her house that belonged to him. Then when she read his diary, she told what was in the diary. And the family members are furious. They was like, this chick made us sign an NDA in order to show up to be able to come to his funeral. And now she's telling all his good business. Let me go ahead and share screen. Let's get into this. So Allison Holker responds to accusations she's disgracing Stephen Twitch boss legacy with book and drug claims. So that's those two in better times. So Allison Holker is addressing the book Backlash. Holker 36 fired back at critics after they slammed her for sharing the shocking revelations about her late husband Stephen Twitch boss, including his alleged drug use that she discovered after his unaliving of himself in 2022. To promote her upcoming memoir, This Far, My Story of Love Loss and Embracing the Light. Sitting down with people, the So You Think You Can Dance alum disclosed that she allegedly discovered a cornucopia of drugs, including mushrooms, pills, and other substances I had to look up on my phone, hidden in Boss' closet. That's those two again. When Hookah shared the video of the interview, let me just pause this, on her social media Tuesday, furious followers flocked to her comment section. However, when a fellow dancer shared her opinion about the ordeal, Boss Whittle didn't hesitate to respond. This whole thing made me sad. He's gone. Why tear apart his name? I was fully supported about you moving in and being happy, but moving on and being happy. But this at paycheck was not worth disgracing his name, the dancer wrote under her post. Allison responded, I will always love you. Just trying to help people feel safe to ask for help and support, Hookah replied. She then began to repost supportive messages on her Instagram story. The fact that people are tearing Hookah down, especially people that were supposed to be in her corner, former colleagues, friends, some of her late husband's family, when she has slowly started to work out the events of the last 2 years and is hoping to share her story to help others, is wild, one person wrote. She is allowed to share what she's going through, what she's going through, and do it so that she can be transparent and help others in the process. They continue. Allison, I hope you know that even though there is some emotional hate coming at you, that there are also many more that love you and your honesty and your vulnerability. Hookah also shared a message from a separate fan reading. I'm seeing lots of comments of people being like, how dare she blast his secrets? And I strongly disagree. And Allison Hookah is explaining to us why her husband unalived himself. He had trauma, addiction issues, and was holding it all in. This is so scary and so dangerous. It's so important to have these conversations. The fan ended their words by support by writing, I applaud Allison today. Several of Boss' friends and alleged family have also blasted her for her choice to go public with his alleged secrets. Not only did she share the drug allegations, but she also claims she read Boss' journal after his death, which suggested he was allegedly essayed by a male figure as a child. Fellow So You Think You Can Dance alum Courtney Platt slammed Hookah on Tuesday via social media, noting she stood by Allison's side on her wedding day and was in your home the day Boss died. This is by far the most tacky, classless, opportunistic act I have ever seen in my entire life, Platt wrote. She also claimed that Hookah made everyone sign some weird NDA, non-disclosure agreement, to attend his funeral, including his own mother, who you treated like garbage this entire time. Platt continued, this man came for a buck is absolutely not what he would have ever wanted. No matter how bad he was hurting, not for a second. You're a living, breathing bulldozer. Stick to your own demons. Shame on you, Allison. Shame on your money-hungry team. Boss' alleged cousin backed up Platt's claims, writing in a separate post. This crazy woman made me and his actual family, including his mother, sign an NDA just to even attend the funeral. She's been trying to tarnish his legacy and refuses to let the Boss family see the children, only to exploit and lie on my cousin. Hell no. The post reached out to her team for a comment. I don't think they heard back yet. Boss was found unalive in Los Angeles hotel room on December 13, 2022, at the age of 40. His death was ruled he unalived himself. Boss, known for his stint on So You Think You Can Dance and later as Ellen DeGeneres' sidekick on her talk show, married her in 2013. The pair shared 3 children: Wesley, 16, who Holker had from a previous relationship, Maddox, 8, and Zaya, 5. Holker's book is set to be released on February the 4th. Ooh, it's a lot. Not you made the family sign an NDA. Tay, your thoughts?
First of all, I'm not gonna make my husband, his family sign that either. Because the funeral is supposed to be grieving. We grieve our loved ones. That's wrong what she did for the family at the funeral right there. 2, that's another wrong right there. You keep the kids away from his family. And 3, I feel like you a hungry person for money. In my opinion. Right there. And you just wrong for that too. And just be careful. All I say, ladies and gentlemen, be careful who you married to. That's all, Diva.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Savannah, your thoughts?
You know, the passing of this young man has always been full of holes, and the story just never made sense. They were arguing. He ran out of the house, got in an Uber. I can't even remember the story, but I don't know what her motive is besides trying to make a quick buck off his name, to inform the public now of what he went through as a child. That she found some items in his clothing. I wonder how disconnected was she, that she didn't know this person that lived in her home, that she so deeply loved, that they had this business of dancing together and being on shows. So did you even really know him? I'm side eyeing her honestly right now, because I don't understand why not allow him and his family, my goodness, to hear what that she's controlling the narrative of his reputation. It's just, it's so heartbreaking. I used to watch them all the time while they were on Ellen, and he, and also on the So You Think You Could Dance, because she's also a dancer. But
Uh-huh.
you never know what's going
A
on
lot
in
of
someone's
Instagram
home.
videos together. You don't. They did a lot of
Yes,
Instagram videos
yes.
together. I thought they were so cute. And for her to do this, I think it's reckless.
Absolutely, absolutely. This is just so out of character, and it's just making me side eye her, because I thought she was so much better than this, and that she really did care and love for him. So I really hope the family has some power to kind of protect their loved one from all this, releasing his secrets or whatever, that we definitely don't need to know. But I don't think the public's interested in this at all.
Yeah, I think it's reckless. And Candace, maybe not the right messenger. Candace, formerly from the Real Housewives of Potomac, she chimed in. People are not happy with this. Real Housewives of Potomac alum Candace Dillard Bassett slams Stephen tWitch boss widow Allison for sharing how she discovered his drug addiction. And she kind of was going back and forth. She said, I'm not even going to say it, but this woman is doing everything but protecting her Black children and her Black husband's legacy. She could have kept this in her therapist's office, shaking my head. And then somebody said something to Candace. She said, Black men deal with stereotypes around mental health, drug use, alcohol abuse, etc., and are stigmatized far more greatly than for these issues. In my opinion, this is a haphazard and irresponsible way to bring awareness. She could have easily taken the story to Essence or Ebony, where care would have been taken to share such a tragedy, intimate story of a Black man's plight against himself. I do agree. She could have did this in a better way, and this is not the way to bring awareness. Let's listen.
The closet and picking out an outfit for him for the funeral. And it was a really triggering moment for me because there was a lot of things I discovered in our closet that I did not know existed. And it was very alarming to me to learn that there was so much happening that I had no clue. So it was a really scary moment in my life to figure that out. But it also helped me process that he was going through so much and he was hiding so much. And there must have been a lot of shame in that. And he was wrestling with a lot inside himself, and he was trying to self-medicate and cope with all those feelings because he didn't want to put it on anyone, because he loved everyone so much. He didn't want other people to take on his pain. But it was very alarming and scary to find those things and have never known. There was a moment.
How you don't know nothing about your husband? Wayne, your thoughts?
You know, I think it's just a big money grab. You know, when people want money, write a book. I hardly believe that anybody wants to hear any memoirs from her. Memoirs are usually from celebrities, people famous or whatever, and she's neither the one. So what other reason? Just because you can don't mean you should.
Come on now, Wayne. Woo!
So what other reason would it be than for money? That's the only thing I can think of, you know, but to put this man, you know, I mean, he already went out in a bad way, but the ad just add on top of it, you know, that's her story. That story that help nobody. Her book is not going to be a number one seller. Yeah, that wasn't right. And her children will have to read this and see this. That's it.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Katrina, your thoughts?
This woman is full of crap. Don't feed me mountain oysters and tell me it's seafood. First of all, how we know it's true? How we know what she's saying she read in his diary is true? How we know what she found in his closet is true? You putting all that stuff in so to make it a little more spicy and make people want to read and see what happened to this man. First of all, people do not care about that part of his life. If that was his life, we don't know this. And if by us not knowing this, why are you coming out telling this? Don't you know your kids gonna know about this book or whatsoever? And I'm not saying it didn't happen, but how we know it did happen? The man is dead and he can't speak for himself. So if that's the case, if he wrote in his diary, obviously he didn't want nobody to know. If he put his words in his diary, his thoughts, his motions, whatever he's going through in his diary, obviously he didn't want nobody to know. If you saying you found all this stuff in his closet, so you never clean out his closet, you never wash his clothes, I don't believe nothing she's saying. She's full of crap, and I hope nobody buy that book because you trying to make money off of somebody's death about things that he didn't want nobody to know. Because if he wanted people to know, he would have never wrote in the diary. He would have told people. So we don't want to know this, and we're not buying your book. So go on by your way. That's all I got.
I appreciate you. In my opinion, your thoughts?
Well, it's safe to say she told everybody in a nutshell. She never really loved him in the first place. Because it ain't nothing that's gonna change about my husband, okay? That I don't know about. When he's happy, when he's sad, I know all the different changes in my husband. If he tried a different food, I know his stomach lining, okay? I know how he gonna go to the bathroom. It's nothing about a husband and a wife that doesn't happen in that household you don't know about unless you don't give a damn. So you telling me all this stuff was in the closet? He was struggling so bad that this man had to take his own life, and you didn't know none of the changes. You didn't know none of the things that happened in the. Miss me with this lady. You just told us in a whole nutshell. You never really cared about him in the first place, and now on the back end, you don't care about his kids either.
Ooh.
Because these kids are gonna be the ones that's gonna suffer through what you putting out about their daddy now.
Mm.
They gotta grow up and hear all this stuff about their father all over the internet. Hear people talk about them all over the internet. You don't care about them kids either.
Mm.
And you slapped the mama and the whole family in the face by making them sign an NDA. They couldn't talk about their own family, but then you gonna get out here and put a whole book out trying to put out some information that you think is spicy enough to sell? Baby, let me tell you something. These people are showing us real how lowbrow they are, because this is lowbrow.
Oh gosh. You done said a whole word, in my opinion. A whole word. I appreciate you. Very lowbrow. It's messy. Very messy. Listen, Ellen got him. Yeah, it's sad. I don't know what else to say. I'm not buying the book, and y'all know I support a lot of books, but I'm good. I want to read that for what? The beauty of having a partner is exactly like you said, in my opinion. Y'all know each other. You like, babe, don't eat that chicken, don't eat that last piece of chicken, because you know how your stomach get. And she trying to tell us he was doing all these type of stuff. He had a whole box in the closet, and you had to Google to find out what some of the things were.
She didn't even know the side effects that these things have, because everything has a side effect.
Come on now. She playing games. She trying to play in our face. And like you said, you got kids. You got kids. Why would you want to put his personal diary out there? You got kids.
Because she don't care about them neither. If they write something out, God off a bid, she gonna put that out too.
Listen, guys, I wanted to do an express train, and I truly appreciate y'all, because y'all helped me get in and get out. We're going to stay connected to these stories. I don't know how this thing is going to end for Tasha K. $3.4 million is a lot of money, even to the people that got it like that. A lot of money to be given up, all because you were stubborn and didn't want to take down a video. You got this Allison. Was it really worth doing all of this to sell a book? I'm telling you, she would have made more money if she just simply told people how you get your children through and how you survive such a tragic event. She would have never had to tell none of this man's business. None of it.
And if she wanted to help people, she could have set up a foundation in his name, and that would have helped people.
100%. Well, listen, I can't argue with you with that, in my opinion. And then Paris Jackson, girlfriend, you doing a darn thing. I hope you have 5 more and 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 be sober forever. Listen, guys, y'all know the routine. If you didn't hit that like button on the way in, hit the like button on the way out. I appreciate y'all for hanging and spending time with me. Good night and goodbye, everybody.
Do not cheat the devil and try to choo choo